All right, today we are going to be doing a tier list of every single genre in electronic music. I'm already pretty concerned. All right, let's get started. Acid breaks. It's going to be super environment dependent. Could be good on a drive at night. B tier. Big beat in today's day and age. C tier. We are not at Tomorrowland 2012. Speed garage. B tier. Again, it's contextual. Already a fast genre. We're making it even faster. This is gonna get you hyped up, but it could be stressful under certain scenarios. Speedcore, D tier. It's taking a lot of the elements of hardcore and just making them even less listenable. Splittercore, never heard of it. Suomo Sandi, never heard of it, but interested. Psychedelic trance originating in Finland. Okay, so it's sort of like psytrance. I could see you having a good night for this once. Might get a little bit tiring. Surreal music. Synthwave. I'm between B and C. I'm gonna go B. It's got a nice indie energy to it. I think there's a nice wholesome community around synthwave. Tech house, 3 years ago, A or S. These days, it's getting old fast. It's getting very repetitive. Tech trance, pick one or the other. Tech step, you know what? Tech trance, pick a lane. Tech step, pick a lane. Tech style, pick a lane. Tech house, I think, popular, big enough to escape pick a lane. I think tech house can, in some cases, transcend techno or house for a little bit more energy in the club. These combinations, maybe just choose one or the other. Brazilian bass can be fun on occasion. Trip hop. In between B and C, I think it can be fun on occasion and has more staying power than other C's. Tropical house. This is gonna be our first A tier. I feel like a lot of new artists are still looking for this original kind of 2010s Avicii, Kygo kind of energy. I think tropical house, A tier genre. It's the sound that gets a lot of people into electronic music. UK bass and UK garage, also A tier. I think it drives a lot of rave culture, both historically and even to this day. So I think there are important genres deserving of the A tier. And as we go, we might move some things up and down between this S and A tier, but we're still early in our tier list. Us tempo, vaporwave. It's all AI now, to be honest. I feel like it's just kind of like AI music. Vomit step, we're not going to discuss. Wub step. Ziz style, not sure. Bro step, pick a lane. Breakbeat, the kind of super genre. I mean, we've already got some breaky stuff up ahead, so I'm gonna be like, let's narrow down here. I think breakbeats is a little generic in 2026. Dubstep, Skrillex and UKG dub got a lot of people into electronic music in the early 2010s and even earlier. I know that's when I became a lot more interested in electronic music, so we're gonna start it in A. Techno for me is our first S tier genre. I think it's so flexible. I think that it's so customizable live. You can do so much with it. It gives the DJ so much control over how they're going to take the dance floor in terms of energy and textures. I think it's really creative. I think it's a live first genre. I think that the more organic and in the moment and community-based EDM maintains in this kind of AI media consumption world that we are living in, I think that techno has a lot of room to continue being at the top of electronic music. Drum and bass has definitely been A the last few years, but I think just raw drum and bass, we're gonna put at the top of B tier. Again, this is a little bit generic. You can go into a lot of different lanes with D&B. It's almost the same thing as kind of breakbeat. Only one tier more specific than breakbeats. I think the moment's starting to pass a little bit. Classic synth pop, put it at the top of C tier. I'm not sure how EDM classic synth pop might be, right? Crossbreed, kind of definitionally pick a lane. Trap, we're gonna put kind of at the bottom of C, possibly D. I think it can get a little bit boring to listen to. It kind of prepares me for kind of heavier stuff, some of these heavier bass genres, but then it ends up just being a little bit lackluster for me. Glitch hop, I feel like having a moment, there's this sort of hyper pop migration happening with electronic music, and I think glitch hop is sort of one of those genres. It's on the gradient of the merging of hyper pop and EDM. Let's go ahead and put it kind of in the middle of B tier. Complextro, let's relax. Melbourne bounce, pretty specific. Not too familiar with the scene. I'm just assuming this is Dom Dalla. Lo-fi, kind of cooked by AI, not gonna lie. Bubblegum bass can be very fun, but can also be pretty draining. We're gonna put it kind of toward the top of C tier. Hard bounce, C tier in the middle. Can be fun in the right setting, something like a local little clubby bar. Could be fun for a night, but not something that I think a lot of people are just listening to on the way to work. Chill trap is kind of an oxymoron to me. What are we doing? Also kind of cooked by AI. Eurobeat, I think we're past this as a society. Hard trap, we'll put a little bit above trap. Again, sort of solves some of the problems where the plain trap gets a little bit emaciated. Why are we not just making some real bass music? Why are we stuck in the confines of these kick patterns and these kind of hip-hop inspired hi-hat, drum machine hi-hats? Drum step, pick a lane. Terrorcore. Industrial hardcore. You know, I think a lot of the things with techno can also be applied to industrial hardcore, especially now I'm in Brooklyn. But I think it can be a little bit too intense and it can give you a very scary experience. So we'll put it at the top of C tier, maybe bottom of B tier. Future bounce, I feel like this is just some Subtronics shit. Future house, I'm gonna put it at the top of B tier. It can be very fun if we are in Ibiza, and I think it has a lot of staying power. Same with electro house. Definitely fun to mix into basically any 4 on the floor set to get a little bit of textural variety. Caribbean bass. Where are the Virgin Islands? We'll give Caribbean bass a C. Chill step, literally what? Pick a lane. What are we doing? Are we stepping or are we chill? Good old fashioned prog. Let's put toward the top of the B tier. Has a lot of staying power to make unique sounds, but I think we're a little bit past prog as a society. Could be interesting to see how changes to the live music landscape. Maybe there's kind of interesting things you can do live, like with techno. Big room, we're gonna keep at the top of C. I think we're past big room as a society. Progressive trance can be fun at a festival, a little bit niche. Psytrance, again, can be fun to mix up the energy at something like a festival, but I think it can be a little bit exhausting. Pure trance, the 90s are over. Happy hardcore, basically any hardcore genre, I'm going to make a new category for. Progressive house mainstream. Unfortunately, I am too neurotypical to be able to distinguish between mainstream and classic progressive house. Jump style, fun for a bit. C is really just becoming this fun for a little bit or washed up. Chiptune. Chicago house, fun to break things up but past its prime. 200 step, what? I'm just assuming this is a little Texas. Melodic extra tone, what? Uplifting trance, put you below normal trance. Hard trance, in between. Breakcore, just make drum and bass instead. Classic hard style, RuneScape PK music. Up-tempo hardcore, RuneScape PK music. General hardcore, RuneScape PK music. Psy style, RuneScape PK music, reverse bass, Subtronics, chill out. We'll put that with chill trap. Full flavor. Synth pop mainstream, too neurotypical. Melodic dubstep, A tier. It's just fun. Go drink a beer and listen to some melodic dubstep. Future bass, I'm gonna call it A. I think it's selling a lot of tickets. We love Illenium. We love Seven Lions, very nice community. Industrial raw style. Where did we put the other industrial hardcore? In B? No, this is RuneScape PK music. J-core, not familiar. Melodic speedcore. Take a Xanax. Raw style. UK hardcore, that's honestly, can it get much more RuneScape than UK hardcore? Frenchcore, does this include Daft Punk? I'm just assuming it's RuneScape music. Chill wave, we'll go with the other chill genres. Euphoric hardstyle, that's RuneScape PK music. Big room house, Tiesto's still selling out stadiums. Breakbeat hardcore, that's PK music. Crossbreed hardcore, pick a lane. Drill and bass, let's get Flowdan up into A tier. Happy hardcore, UK hardcore, obviously at the top of RuneScape music. Hard Psy, this is RuneScape music. Hard style, RuneScape music. Jackin' house. Country dance music, pick a lane. Fortet only. Actually, this is Subtronics. Liquid D&B, A tier, banger. Perfect late night driving music. Never gets old. Great study music. Machina. What is Machina? This is like VTuber music. I don't really like the VTuber music. I think it's kind of annoying. Moombahton, this is like a textbook C tier genre. I don't feel like I need to explain that. I'm sorry, Dylan. New Age. Synth pop. It's gonna go with the other synth pops. Synthwave, retrowave. Did I put synthwave in B? I guess we'll just keep it up here. Gotta keep getting smaller here. Post dubstep. Jesus Christ, get over yourself. Brittum. Pickle in. Tear out. Bottom of B. Can be fun. I guess that's how we defined C. Minatory. Extreme experimental death step. Okay. Subtronics. Dark ambient. Get over yourself. Trap step, pickle in. Neuro step, C. Robo step, fuck the AI. Glitch step, I'm just gonna give that to Subby Wubby. Wobble step, same thing. Filth step, same thing. Orchestral dubstep, that sounds like Subby Wubby. Melodic drum step, pickle lane. Melodic rhythm color bass, pickle lane. Future rhythm, that's Subtronics. Acid house, that's just a classic. We're putting that top of B tier. Dark Psy, that's just Psytrance, is it not? Future step, I wish I had like an Millennium category, I guess. Anime step, kawaii dubstep, that's going straight to the top of Subtronics. Night step, just why does we need a separate thing for when it's in a minor key? I don't understand that. Breaks, this is like somehow more generic than breakbeat. Hardcore rave, okay, officer. That's PK music, I guess. I think there's a lot of cops that play RuneScape. Raga jungle, what? Dark side. Atmospheric jungle, pickle in. Chemical breaks, what? Jazz step, certainly pickle in. We're gonna make the shadow realm over here. Jump up, can be fun. Florida breaks, lord. New school breaks. Is this like new metal jump up? That just sounds like something Subtronics would play. Sam bass, what? Atmospheric breaks, we'll go with the other generic breaks. Micro funk. What? Dance floor? That's a place. Death step, Subtronics, modern liquid D&B. Let's just pick a lane there. Rave, is this not just like kind of acid house? Bouncy techno, euphoric, RuneScape music, freestyle, D, subground, what is that? Extra raw. Hard dance, C, mainstream hardcore, RuneScape, deep house. It just never gets old. I love Oliver Heldens. Up tempo is RuneScape. Peep kicks. Okay. That is Subtronics. Katacore. Okay, this is like TikToker troll music. Subtronics. Digital hardcore, RuneScape. New style, D. Flashcore, pick a lane. Cyber grind, what? Atmospheric speedcore, pick a lane. Okay, speed noise. That just sounds painful, I can't lie. Disco house, that's pretty fun. Supertone, not familiar. Industrial, yeah, it is kind of RuneScape music. I'm just gonna put it, in C. Agrotech, should make a Palantir one. Happy hardcore, PK music. Lollycore, I don't... Power noise, like, ugh, no. This is like people who, for fun, their playlist is like ambient construction noise. Darkcore, we'll go with the rest of the Shadow Realm. Jungle, just like A, so fun. We love Jungle by Fred Again, right? That's the only jungle song, right? Mashcore, I don't like this stuff that's like too heavy. I know I put techno in S tier, but like Skull Step, like maybe Doomcore, too scary. Gothic hardcore, I would like PK and noob to that maybe. Artcore, it's kind of fun. Down tempo. Dub techno, this is textbook. Dub style, this is textbook. Acid trance, this is just bad trip speed run. Electro, B. Electro swing, C. Electronica, B. Eurodance, boo. Europe, boo. Extra tone, there wasn't enough. We needed more. Fidget house, that could be fun sometimes, although I think it's a little bit TikTok-y. French house, this is Daft Punk. I think Daft Punk is so important. to electronic music. I'm gonna have to put it S tier. Funktronica, it can be fun. Funky breaks, we'll go with the breaks. Funky house. If the house isn't funky, why are we listening to it? Acid core, get over yourself. Future electro, pick a lane. Future funk, pick a lane. Future garage, pick a lane. Future rave, this is... we'll put it with rave. Gabber? What's gabber? Hardcore techno? We love hardcore techno. We would PK to that. Ghetto house. What? Glitch electro. I think this would piss me off, honestly. Hands up. Hard bass. Electronics. Hard electro. Pick a lane. African dance. That seems reductive. Does that include Afro? No, here's Afro house. Put it at the top of C, and we will also put Afro house at the top of C. I do think the rise of kinda music could not happen without the correlated rise in recreational use. Hard house, pick a lane. Hard techno, so much fun. Top of A, possibly S. Gets a lot of views on TikTok, gets people out and moving. Hard tech, I would PK to that. Hard vapor, certainly pick a lane. High tech, psytrance, pick a lane. Hip house, banger, A tier, very fun. Hyperpop, okay. So we are just calling hyperpop EDM A. It's really driving the scene right now, but I think it's your favorite producer's second favorite genre. Hypertone, there's so many tones. I'm not sure what they mean. IDM, really important for the art of electronic music, but not, I think, higher than a B tier. Like, I'm not sure where modern soundscapes would be without Aphex Twin, but I still think it's pretty hard capped at niche. Indie-tronica, this is kind of like what I make. However, we're gonna put that in D tier. J-pop, is this EDM? I'm not sure I would call J-pop EDM. Japanoise, I'm intrigued. Jersey Club, oh my, this is kind of like the sound of the moment. I feel like Harry Styles just made Jersey Club. It's gonna be really trendy for the next 6 months, and then everyone's gonna get super sick of it. Pink Panthers was 4 years early to the Jersey Club wave that's hitting mainstream music. Jungle Terror. Kawaii bass, very fun. We'll give it to Subby. Kawaito, what's that? South Africa. Sounds similar to Afro House, but I'm not familiar with it, so we'll put it in what? Lento Violento. I'm just assuming that that's RuneScape music. Liquid dubstep, that's some sploinky ass music. Ambient, cooked by AI music. Sorry, Brian, you know. Lounge music, boring. Melodic trap, I just don't love trap. Honestly, we're moving the traps down to D, and we'll keep hard trap and maybe melodic trap in C tier. Metal step, pick a lane, I'm sorry. Micro house, you don't gotta put your size in the genre name. Mid-tempo bass, this is just like Rez, and Rez is an A tier artist, so we'll put that in A tier. Minimal techno, a little too boring, honestly. Moomba core, pick a lane. Neurofunk, pick a lane. Baltimore club, I don't really want to imagine their club scene. Neurohop, pick a lane. New beat, not familiar. New wave, more like mid-wave. New age, more like mid-age. Ooh, actually, nightcore actually can be fun to break things up, but is also past its prime. Same with new disco. Outsider house, Reddit genre. Funk, B, low B. Piano house, 2007's over. Progressive breaks, we'll go with the rest of the breaks. Bass house, I'm between S and A. I'm gonna be a little controversial here. I'm gonna put bass house in S because it's 100% guaranteed to get everybody moving. Very fun live. I'm also gonna move jungle to S tier because I think it drives a lot of the culture of these other breakbeat genres historically and currently. Progressive rock, that is not electronic music. Psy breaks goes with the breaks. Rhythm, let's put this toward the top of subtronics. Ragacore, I'm scared to Google. Reggae step, I think. Let's pick a lane. Raga tech, same thing, scared to Google. Rock garage, that is not electronic music. And last but not least, what on earth is Schron's? Aggressive, fast-paced techno. So this is just Berghain music. Go ahead and put that in RuneScape. All right, let's review. So this is our Virgin Islands playlist. Surreal music, new age, extra raw, jungle terror, suicide core, raw style, hands up, lolly core, New Age, Full Flavor, Terrorcore, Us Tempo, Jackin' House, and Florida Breaks. Next is our pick a lane, not as quite as good as the individual genres: post dubstep, Brittum, tech trance, tech step, chill step, drum step, tech style, bro step, dub techno, dub style, breakcore, new school beats, funky breaks, psy breaks, progressive breaks, psy core, hard house, funky house, high tech psy trance, hard vapor, atmospheric breaks, break beat, super genre, cross breed, hard electro, cross breed, hardcore, trap step, reggae step, bouncy techno, melodic drum step, moomba core, melodic rhythm, dark side, dark core, night step, dark side, the shadow realm, atmospheric jungle, jazz step, modern liquid D&B, flash core, atmospheric speed core, aggro tech, acid trance, extra tone, future electro, acid core, future funk, future garage, metal step, micro house, neuro funk, neuro hop. Let's also clarify that this is neurodivergent. Watt, raga core, raga tech, kawaito, Japanoise, J-pop, splitter core, ghetto house, vomit step, ziz style, Melbourne house, chill out, chill wave, chill trap, 200 step. I'm assuming this is Little Texas. Melodic extra tone, J-core, robo step, raga jungle, chemical breaks, sam bass, microfunk dance floor, subground, cyber grind, hypertone, supertone, Baltimore club, new beat, outsider house, progressive rock, psychedelic rock, and rock garage. Some of my favorite electronic genres. D tier, minimal techno, trap, lounge music, Eurobeat, melodic speedcore, indie-tronica, glitch electro, new style, machina, freestyle, speedcore, vaporwave, complextro, lo-fi, dark ambient, speed noise, power noise, mashcore, doomcore, eurodance, ambient. C tier, fun to break things up but also past its prime. Moombaton, afro house, African dance, tear out, fidget house, industrial, big room house, artcore, jump up, synth pop, synthwave, classic synth pop, new disco, Caribbean bass, nightcore, bubblegum bass, funktronica, jump style, Chicago house, big beat, electro swing, psytrance, progressive trance, hard dance, hard bounce, swomy soundy, tech house, Brazilian bass, hard trap, melodic trap, trance, hard trance, uplifting trance, down tempo, chiptune, neurostep, future rave, piano house, rave, and new wave. Only Subtronics is allowed to play these genres: anime step / kawaii dubstep, rhythm, wubstep, kawaii bass, liquid dubstep, hard bass, future bounce, reverse bass, country dance music, minatori, glitch step, wobble step, filth step, dub kestrel / orchestral dubstep, future rhythm, future step, new jump up, death step, peep kicks, kadicore, and skull step. Music to listen to while you type sit, gabber, UK hardcore, happy hardcore, hardstyle, shrans, happy hardcore classic, classic hardstyle, uptempo hardcore, hardcore psy style, industrial raw style, euphoric hardstyle, Frenchcore, breakbeat hardcore, hard psy, hardcore rave, euphoric, hard psy, mainstream hardcore, uptempo, digital hardcore, happy hardcore, gothic hardcore, hard tech, and lento violento. Now time for the B tier: Jersey Club, future house, electro house, acid house, IDM, progressive house, electronica, drum and bass, acid breaks, speed garage, glitch hop, synthwave, funk, trip hop, industrial hardcore, disco house, and electro. In the A tier, these are driving the current sound: hyperpop, hard techno, hip house, mid-tempo bass, future bass, tropical house, melodic dubstep, liquid D&B, dubstep, drill and bass, UK bass, and UK garage. And in my opinion, the S tier genres: techno, jungle, deep house, bass house, French house. Let me know your S and F tier genres in the comments below. I hope everyone has a wonderful morning, evening, day, night, whenever you may be watching this, and bye-bye.